Alright, well, with that being said, without further ado, uh, shall we adventure some Azius or whatever? Um,
Um,
For
Tori
what
and
exactly?
Ayla reactos. So, last we left off, Heli and Helibor retrieved one of the key fragments, stealing the fragment that belonged to Kiana, command chief of APS. In the process, however, they encountered a demon. A woman by the name of Alice, who had apparently been summoned by Kiana. She did not attack them, and though expressed a disdain for most of her kind, seems non-malicious, claims that Kiana summoned her to save her, to rescue her, to pull her out of being under the command of His Majesty, Icarus, the Demon King. But she did still catch Helibor and Heli, and so they made a deal with her. She would not tell Kiana that they had been there, and in return, they would replace the books they burned, which were fictional stories, though they hadn't cared to check. After returning to the room where the party were staying, a large argument occurred between Rain and Heli, with Helibor caught in the middle. An argument about Rain's methods. Rain got upset at Heli and Helibor for taking Kiana's fragment, insisting that it should have been saved for among the last ones. And eventually culminating in Rain agreeing to let Heli take full command of the next mission, claiming that he would do anything she asks in regards to the next mission, including whatever the next mission is. Helibor and Heli agreed that the next course of action should be to claim the fragment of the naval chief, Al-Wadan, which should be in the port. And then, taking the full power that she was given, Heli gave Rain a single order: to stay behind and do nothing. And do nothing Rain has. As Helibor was saying her goodbye, Rain didn't respond. He didn't hug her back. He did nothing. So, Helibor, Heli, and I assume Talzin?
We do have to go talk to Taos and Hyacinth about what just happened.
That's true.
Oh boy, here we go.
I did want to note real quick, as we are, because we kind of left with Helibor just grabbing Heli's hand as she is leaving, before we actually fully exit the bubble, she will turn to Rain real quick, not expecting a response, but still wanting to get it out there.
Also, Rain, if you could, I do think that it would be smart. You learned that spell, right? That lets you contact people over like a long distance. maybe you could see what's going on with Serena. I mean, she's been trying to contact you for a really long time. You might be able to check that while you're, not doing anything. Maybe.
I gotta see what spell slots Rain has. Hold on, I don't know if that's possible.
Oh boy. It's third.
Hold on, sorry.
You definitely have third level spells. I know this from the amount
Yeah.
of times I have been fireballed.
Okay. Oh boy. Let me roll a stupid check. The disappointed sigh.
Also, point of clarification. Rain set up the tiny hut in the hallway. Is this like blocking the stairway?
No.
Like, in order for us to get out, would we have to jump out the window, basically?
Take a dive.
That's a good question.
I mean, it's what would Rain have done?
I mean, it is right outside.
Oh, Christ.
I think the answer is yes.
I hate this.
Rain is just an extra little shit today.
Also, Rain. Oh gosh, Hellebore. For a brief moment, Rain gives like the smallest hint of a smile, and you probably get the feeling he's up to something. This is his "I'm up to something" look.
His devious little shit smile.
Oh no.
You said you said this before we left the bubble, so can I see this as well?
I mean, I
Probably I
assume,
don't.
yeah, because
I don't.
she's.
I mean,
yeah.
it looks just like Rain's stupid face to me. I don't see. Like,
No, this is a mischievous smile. I feel like even you know mischievous smiles, Helly. Come on. He's not even trying to
Rain-
really hide it.
Rain doesn't respond to Hellebore.
No, he doesn't respond. Just gives that stupid smirk.
Ellie gives a huge groan and says, "Rain, go back inside the room, do what Hellebore said, and then go to sleep. That's your new order." Okay. Well,
What did Hellebore say exactly? I'm so sorry. I forgot.
She basically just said to contact Serena and see what it is that she's been wanting. As a suggestion.
I cast suggestion. I would suggest that you use sending to speaketh.
Okay.
well, I pull at Hellebore's hand and say, "All right, well, he'll either be smart or he'll be Rain, so let's go."
Damn!
And I will pull Hellebore into the room.
Rain will follow because he was told to go into the room.
Okay. I guess. All right.
Tiny hut gets dispelled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we go into the room then. What can I ask? What Towson and Hyacinth are doing when we enter?
Towson is probably just reading over a little book.
Hyacinth is just kind of sitting quietly, probably humming to himself a little bit.
Tally barges in and says, "Hi, Tally, get up. We're going."
Okay.
Hmm?
He'll do so, and he does at this point now because it's been all out. So he's got a little raven just kind of sitting on his head. So he gets up and just follows.
All right. We leave the building.
You go.
Okay. We're gonna.
we are leaving, Helibor is not letting that slip. Like, she smiles and, like, points up at the raven.
Oh my gosh! Taliesin, where did you find that?
He as like another side note, instead of being full black, the tips of his feathers are like a crimson red. Just for silly. He's like, oh.
Ellie sees that and goes, "Did you copy me?"
No, that just kind of happened when I created him, I guess. When I created them.
Great. Another summoner. Okay.
It's was one spell.
Is it your new familiar?
Yeah.
What is their name?
Let me remember how I pronounced it. I've named them Hilze.
Cute.
I get to play Helly as a little shit today. She's still upset. She goes, "Stupid me."
Helibor is immediately
I was allowing that one to slide this time. There are reasons that are in play that Nelly's not aware of yet, so he lets it slide.
Amazing. Alright, we make our way outside, I suppose.
We go.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a freaky thing for what it looks like when when they get dispelled, so I'm gonna do that later. But since we're outside, I'm not gonna do that because that'll give away blood magic.
Rain. We're gonna start with you.
Hey, what? I wasn't ready for this. Hold on, I just took off my hoodie. Okay.
You walk into the room. Hyacinth kind of looks at you, looks at the exit. Where are they going? Why aren't you going with them?
You might want to do me a favor and go follow them.
I will note, Helly did say Thousand Hyacinth, come on.
Oh, never mind. I missed that. I just heard Talzin.
Okay.
Never mind. Hyacinth would have walked out then, leaving you alone, Rain.
Perfect. So Rain's gonna go ahead and cast Sending. Let me roll stick check. Okay, we're sending it to Nyx. We're trying to.
Oh Christ.
Oh God. Okay.
I don't know if I would classify this as doing what Hellebore said, which was use the spell on Serena.
To be fair, Helibor also said earlier to look into his own leads.
I'm just saying, you're playing pretty fast and loose with this following my orders thing.
Rain was told not to do this, so.
Yeah, Rain also wasn't told not to hug Hellebore, so there's that.
Okay. What to say to wannabe Nyx?
Wanna be Nyx?
You just fucking dox yourself. Give him our coordinates.
We're here. Come here.
Hey, you up?
That's a smart idea. Hold up.
We'll see how Helly deals with this under her leadership.
Literally cause all of our enemies to Avius.
Rain just goes through pulls up like a list of everyone we're like enemies against and just starts like doxing us to all of them.
I just want you to know,
Shadow Druid.
if you get kidnapped again, Helly is not going to suggest we go save you. Just letting you know.
Oh crap! Oh god.
Okay, hold on. We're not gonna get kidnapped. No one wants Rain like that right now. I
They
think.
just want you dead.
Thanks. Yeah, exactly.
Except for Serena, the person you were supposed to be contacting.
Oh wait, hold on. That's actually a fair point.
Anyway, go on. What do you say to Nyx? To Nyx in quotations.
Nyx Bloom.
Nixon.
Nyx alt skin.
Oh boy, what to say? Hold on. I didn't think this part through. Hold on. Oh gosh. Give me just a moment. This also might very well not work.
This is on Night Bloom, right? To be clear.
Yeah, yeah. So this might very well not work. Give me just a moment. I gotta look for something really quick. Do, 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 do. Gosh, where the fuck is it? Hold on, I'm so sorry. I'm looking for something so I can make it. I'm sorry, it's so boring right now.
What are you even looking for?
It's okay.
25 words. Should we cover us first? Do you need time, Ayla?
Do you need me to pan away?
1 second, let me count these words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We got 10 more.
This is that one Abraham Lincoln quote.
Which
Yeah,
one?
he wrote a letter and he said,
1, 2, 3,
apologies for the long letter. I didn't have time to make it shorter.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, we got this. We got this. God, I'm so sorry. Rain's gonna say, or attempt to Nyx, not Nyx.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there. What are you up to? Find any good restaurants lately? Any funny drinks? How's the weather been for you? I miss you.
Okay. What did you need to look up? What?
See, it was doing the thing where like one word means multiple words since there's only a 25 word limit. So it's just gonna be a bunch of really weird, long one word things that mean like 5 different things.
There's code. There's so much code in here, guys.
You,
This shit's about to be cryptic as all hell.
Rain, you get a response pretty quickly. You think you're funny, don't you? This body belongs to me now. And I know from what you've said that you haven't given in yet either.
How many words was that?
Enough. I think it was like 16. I wasn't directly counting, but
You're at exactly 25. I was.
What?
I was counting.
Did you include me answering your question?
No.
Okay. That was all he was
I
going to
feel-
say anyway.
I feel like a good amount of sending spells end with, was that 25 words or?
Alright, Rain's gonna leave the house. And now he's gonna actually contact Sabrina? Oh gosh,
Serena.
what?
There is no B. Serena.
We're gonna
There's a
contact
bee?
Sabrina.
My name is Michael with a B.
I'm afraid of insects my entire life. Wait, where is it? What? Where's the bee? There's a bee!
Anyway. What are you saying to Serena? And do I need to pan away while you figure that out?
No. I feel like it would just be a very simple, Rain is going to cast a spell and just say, hey, you rang?
You rang?
Ring.
Oh, you rang!
Pull out your fucking phone real quick. I need to speak to you.
I heard rain. I was like, are you asking her if she's you? You say this. There's a moment of silence before. I have been trying to contact you for nearly a month. A month. I have answers to a lot of your questions. I can help you with so much. I have been intending to teach you, but you have been actively fighting my attempts to... She cuts off.
Rain's gonna go to sleep now. Actually, hold on. Rain's gonna cast Tiny Hut in blocking off part of the room so that when they come back, they only get access to half the room. If that. And then he's gonna go to sleep in the tiny hut.
As push the beds together to make sure both are inside the tiny hut.
Yes.
As you start casting Tiny Hut, you hear again. I swear to the gods, Rainer Gla Defnin, come to my tower.
Oh gosh. Rain's just gonna respond back with, I'm sorry, I can't at the moment. I've been told to go to bed.
Strangle you.
This is my last spell for the day. Come when you wake up. Because I think I know what is happening to your friend who has been demonically possessed. And I also think I know what is happening to
Cut off mid-word? I don't know if that's how the... Sorry.
Not really.
To fa.
Fa is one word.
Is that all you say, just to fa?
Oh my god.
No. I'm trying to like question what that could be. Although that could very well be put in the message. Oh no.
I gotta say, Serena's pretty bad at the sending spell. Repeated a lot of words there.
To be fair, she's dealing with Rain though, so give her a little bit of credit. She probably heard Rain and instantly just anger, annoyance.
Relatable.
Yeah. Oh gosh, you're gonna hate me for this. What was the last message?
She said to come to the tower after you woke up. She has answers about Nyx and Fa. Whatever Fa means.
Okay, I think I know it. Okay. Rain's response will be... Oh, I can't. He's not gonna actually say that. Hold on, no, that would be bad.
And also that was her last spell slot.
Yeah. Rain will just say, I'll contact you when I wake up. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to your tower. We're currently dealing with an imp.
With an imp?
Half imp.
Okay. Fair enough.
So, technically speaking, Rain has one more 4th level spell, which means one more sending, which means, Tate. Rain is going to try to do a sending spell to Fernick.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh gosh. We've already made the deciding rule. We're not allowed to ruin Dad's vacation.
I zoned out. What are we doing to Fernick?
Casting
And
sending.
or Todd? We can. Why
just
wouldn't
Todd.
you? Oh god.
Can't do it to Todd because he's in another plane.
Yeah.
No, I just didn't realize what we were doing. I just heard Dad's vacation. It's like, which one?
Technically, sending can go to any plane, right?
Yeah, I think
It-
so.
Yeah, but it has
to know if it's on another plane.
It has a chance of failing if it.
It's a
goes to another
5%
plane.
chance of failing.
Yeah, 5% chance.
Still a chance.
A very low one.
Let me make sure to count these words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Rain
10,
casually
11,
using
12,
every single
13,
spell
14,
slot
15,
he has
16,
to cast
17,
sending.
18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Huh, perfect. Okay. Alright, so we're not allowed to ruin Dad's vacation. So this is what Rain's gonna say.
What? Oh god.
Bernick, hey, it's been a while. I know that you are busy, but I just wanted to tell you that Hellebore and I are still alive.
No mention of Todd.
Whoa! No mention
No
of Todd
mention of
is
Todd.
surprising.
Oh god, not his potential husband. Okay. Do I also have a? Does Fernick also have a word limit, or? is it
Yes,
25.
25 words.
25.
Okay. Okay. I need to write this out so I can count it because I'm not going to count this in my head and do it fast.
I know, I'm mean for making you play your character that you got rid of.
I didn't get rid of him. I came up with an idea that asked when the campaign was starting and when was told at the end of the year. Like, ah, shit.
I like how you were like, we can't ruin Dad's family vacation. Let's give them an ominous message.
We can't ruin his vacation. We're gonna mention a thing, but then not say anything else. What
But
day?
okay,
of the...
would he realize that Todd wasn't mentioned in there?
I
or would he
really
just-
think he would. Yeah.
What do you mean? Would he realize? Yes, he would.
Okay, but like it could.
That
just
is his
simply be,
oldest
like, he ran out
frenemy.
of-
What do you mean?
It could simply be like, oh, he ran out of words. He did use up exactly 25.
I mean, yeah.
I
but,
don't know
like-
if Fernick
You're right.
knows
You're
how.
right.
Because Fernic
Rain-
understands how
Rain-
mortal magic works.
Rain's message was going to be, "Don't worry, me and Hellebore are alive. Oh, and Todd too." But of course, oh, and Todd too got cut off.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys.
It could have been me, Hellebore, and Todd are.
Oh my god!
At least I didn't be like, hey, your husband's dead.
Your husband's dead.
You literally might as well.
You might as well have. 1, 2.
Do
4,
your
5,
husband
6,
dead,
7, 8,
children alive,
12.
end of the world.
What?
We're all dying. Hope you enjoy vacation.
All dying. Hope you're enjoying vacation. What
Broke
day
out
of
of
the
prison.
year is it?
It is Naton 16th, so halfway through the first month of the year. Well, actually, for Fernic, it would probably be the morning of the 17th.
Yeah, I
Wait,
think I've
why?
done too many words. 1, 2.
Because time zones exist.
They do? Even in your worlds? I thought your worlds were
Yes.
like perfect. What?
I never claimed
sun-
my worlds were perfect.
The sun is in the sky when it is daytime everywhere. It is
It's a flat
exactly
world. What the
same
fuck is
way.
this?
It's not flat.
Why isn't it a flat
It's a
world?
globe?
Why isn't it flat?
Why didn't you make it a flat world? What the fuck?
Okay, so a couple moments go by, and then Fernic replies, "Well, that's great to hear. Although, what about Todd? Is he not with you guys? Did something happen? I can come back soon."
And that was Rain's last spell.
Oh my
And then
fuck!
you can upcast it. You can upcast it.
Oh no, that
was
we
his
already
third bubble.
upcast
That was
it.
his last
Oh,
one.
yep. Oh damn.
But
Oh damn.
instead, I did come up with the idea though. Rain is going to use the rest of his first level spell slots and the last couple. He's going to use the rest of his spell slots to cast Identify on all of his magic equipment
Mhm.
that he's currently in possession of but doesn't know.
Okay.
Rain
So he's
doing
gonna
a
do that.
smart thing? What?
Yeah, I keep forgetting to do that, and then he'll go to bed. But God, you can always type that out to me in the channel, and we can move on to the others if you'd like.
There is one that I want to just audibly say because you somehow have not had to use it nor figured out what it actually did. Which is the amulet that you stole forever ago. The fucking the from the
Both. Bolt.
that's the one. The amulet that you stole from the Lolth worshippers gives you advantage on saves against turning undead.
See, as a player, I did know that because I think it was Fernic. It was either wait,
It was
Talzin
probably
or
Flex.
Fernic. Tate's character, one of Tate's characters, casted that.
N-
And so
Talzin, neither Talzin nor Fernic can cast Turn Undead. It would have been
No,
Klutz. who was a cleric.
identify on this necklace.
It would have been
okay.
Talzin. It would have been Talzin.
Yeah, it was identify casted on this necklace. I think it was during the hat instances. But
Mhm.
so as a player, I knew that, but that means now Rain knows that. So we're good.
And then I need you to give me a list of every other item that you're casting it on so that I can tell you what they do.
All right. Do you
Um,
want to do that in DMs or?
Yeah, we can do that in DMs. I
Alright.
wanted to get the amulet out of the way because
What does that mean? Turn undead.
it is an ability that forces undead to turn away and move their full movement plus dash away from the source of the ability. typically
Huh.
used by clerics.
So, who all's considered undead with the party?
You.
You.
Just you.
Yeah, right now just you. Though Todd
And-
would be if he came back.
Hmm. Good thing Rain's got that necklace right now.
Exactly. Anyway.
Alright.
You know, when I wrote that encounter, I put that there assuming that Todd would use the amulet. And then Rain became undead.
It's funny that you thought that Todd would see that amulet ever with Rain in the party.
Mm-hmm.
Touche.
You can't have loot that we get unless it's given to us, because if there's loot, it's all going to go to Rain.
This is
Touche.
true.
Anyway. The rest of you, plus Hyacinth, begin to make your way towards the
Well,
dock.
wait, hold on. We're not going straight to the
Yeah.
dock.
Okay.
Because
Never mind.
I do need it. I do need an hour of short rest before I can do anything.
The rest
So I
of
think
you leave.
we would do that to the library.
Okay.
Before that though, whenever we get out onto the street, Hellebore is going to kind of take Helly's hand and not lead her like far away, but just like kind of a few feet away from the others, a little in private, and immediately give her a hug. She looks pretty distraught.
Helly, I am so sorry that you had to go through that. What he said to you was not okay. That was very hurtful and wrong, and I know that he's going through a lot right now, but that doesn't excuse him treating you like that. I need you to know that I don't agree with that. I don't think you did anything wrong. You've helped us a lot, and you don't deserve to be talked down to or called anything like that. I wanted to back you up. I really did. I can't say anything to Rain. I tried before, and he reminded me that both my parents are gone. I don't have friends or family or anyone but him. But he has like a whole organization and he has tons of people. He doesn't need me, but I need him. I can't say anything that will make him leave.
Yikes.
Helly just holds Hellebore much tighter and says, Helly, none. Not. Sorry, hold on. Not a single bit of that is true. What? You let. How could he talk to you like that? How long has this been going on?
How long has what been going on?
How long has he been talking to you like this? That's not okay. That's oh. This is way worse than I thought it was.
Genuinely kind of confused.
Wait, what is like him being
You-
kind of mean or
You don't need him. He uses you. And I will know Helly is definitely being loud enough that Towson and Hyacinth can hear this. This is manipulation. This is borderline dehumanization, and it's definitely treachery. He's an awful person, and you shouldn't be thinking about what he says this seriously.
think he's not an awful person. He's helped me a lot, and
No, he hasn't. Name one thing he's done for you.
he well he he's praised me. He tells me I do a good job, and like he hugs
No,
me.
he just said we fucked up when we did more than he's ever done.
He doesn't normally say things like that. I mean, he's usually.
But you just said he did. Ellie, you don't need him. At this point, I look to Townsend and Hyacinth and say, "Did you two know about this? You've been trapped." And Ellie is walking over to them, like they are now being dragged into this conversation. You two have been letting Rain just walk all over Helly? Look at her. This is how he treats her. And you've been okay with this?
Even like he's been doing it with everyone. We've been trying to keep it from happening, just like in general. It's just like it's Rain. You can't really stop him.
Why
It's
you?
all- anywhere.
Why the fuck are you traveling with him then?
Where am I supposed to go? Help! No, he from like being suddenly dragged. He's also getting a little upset. He's like, "Where am I supposed to go, Ellie? Where am I supposed to go? Who do I have?"
I mean, I also don't really have anywhere to go. He dragged me to the desert and then from there, prison.
Then leave him there. He's useless. He has done nothing but hurt us, and physically and like emotionally, gesturing towards Helibor. We're gonna go get another key, and you guys will see it is so much easier without him.
I'm not necessarily disagreeing. It's just he is also the only one with. He does does quotations like solid idea of what is happening.
He doesn't know anything. He just pretends he does. He's stupid.
Even so, he's not. He's been worse since you showed up. I think it's a jealousy thing.
Okay, so that he's still bad. I looked at Helibor. I say, has he been worse since I've been here?
A little, yeah.
Slightly. But there's also. I mean, the harbor thing set him off, definitely. It was a bad moment, but. He's lost a lot in general, but especially recently.
Well, he's gonna lose you too if he keeps doing this. I'm not gonna sit here and let him do this. He'd treat you like that.
It's.
I see a lot of people in hell who like to blame everything else on everything on all their things on everything else. They're the ones that acted that way. He's the one that yelled at you. He's the one that told you you fucked up. He's the one that's been hurting you.
I agree that it's not. He shouldn't lash out like that, but I've not always act rationally when I'm hurting either. I don't feel like I have the right to be angry with him. I love Rain. Being loyal to people means being there with them no matter how they treat you. I have to be by his side.
My mother taught me that loyalty has limits. That you're only loyal to people who are good to you. Otherwise, you'll get abused like she was with the gods. You're not if you leave him behind, you're not betraying him. He betrayed you a long time ago.
But
Regan has helped me a lot. I know you haven't really gotten to see it, but he has been there for me. He has helped me, and I've helped him. I can't. I know he says he has like a whole group of other people, but we already know there's traitors in his midst. I actually don't really think he has. He doesn't really have anyone either, and I can't leave him. I don't
Then
want to.
Then someone needs to remind him that we don't have to put up with this. He's not going to change if we let this happen. He's not going to change ever, first of all. He's a bad person. He's always going to be a bad person. But he'll maybe shut the fuck up if you actually stand up to him.
do you really believe that, Helly?
No, but maybe then at least Halibor will see that he's bad.
I mean that bad people will stay bad.
Yeah? Is that... Oh yeah, you mortals think you can change.
That wasn't a judgment. That was... I was actually asking.
Well, yeah.
You don't think it's possible for someone to change to get better?
No. Is this... Am I... What's confusing about this?
I don't know. I've just always heard it the other way.
Yeah, well, you mortals like to lie to yourselves all the time.
So... does that work the other way around, too? A good person
What?
is always good and can never get worse.
Duh. I mean, if they got worse, then they weren't good. It's that easy.
But what if circumstances made them worse?
No. People have been through a lot, and there have been good people that have gone through a lot, and there have been bad people that have gone through a lot. And you can easily tell. Like Helibor. She gestures to Helibor. Helly's gone through a lot, and she's a good person. Rain's gone through a lot, and he's a bad person. It's easy to tell.
What do you make of me, then?
I don't know you very well, Haya.
I thought you said it was easy to tell.
Well, you do necromancy, so that's undeath, that's seventh circle, that's pretty big.
But it's because
Probably
of the curse. I don't have any other options.
Yeah, that one's iffy. If you actually try and stop using it, then maybe you're a good person. But I mean, we have things to do. We need to go to the library. We got to get books for a demon. Come on. And Helly stomps away. She does not want to continue this.
Is...
You're proving me wrong. How dare you?
I suppose we'll continue that conversation another day, then. We shouldn't leave the princess waiting, Talzin. Come on.
He just like quietly follows.
You guys make your way to the library.
I angrily walk through the aisles, picking out books that look lame and sappy for this demon.
Roll.
So, what exactly? I'll just start looking around. Just like, what exactly are we looking for?
Just like fiction books or whatever. Like what what'd she say, romance or
I
something?
think she said romance specifically, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yo, what?
Roll investigation, I suppose.
Investigation.
Will just give you advantage on that Helly because I feel like Helipor is on her heels trying to help her.
Nice. So, I did roll a natural 1, but now I'll roll again with the
Okay,
advantage.
nice.
Sweet. That is a total of 14.
I got a 23.
23 and 14. Okay. Helibor, you begin to look. You just kind of grab a number of various books, just whatever looks lame and boring and stupid and dumb. Talzin, you take some more time to actually think about it. As you grab a handful of books that seem fitting to the description that Helly gave you.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll probably grab like an armful, I guess.
Fair enough.
Like 5 maybe.
Okay.
About how many books did they have down there that we burned?
There were, I'd say, about 8 books down there that were burned.
Oh, okay. That's not that many.
We're going to be spending a little bit of time in the library, so at some point, Helly's going to find... How many books did you say she'd find?
I didn't give you a number.
Okay. Helly's going to find, like, one book, and then one that kind of, sort of works, and then just chucks them on a table, and is like, okay, that's done. And then she's going to find a piece of paper and sit down and start writing something.
Okay. What are you writing?
I would send you a message, but I'm just going to say it out loud. Helly is detailing what we know about the Soul Forger and who has it, and that they are working with the Command Chief Kiana. And then she writes this in, I think she writes this in Celestial. And then she will fold it up and summon Philly, who I will remind you was not there during any of that Kiana stuff, except for the very end when she summoned him.
Mistress Alicia.
Give this to Lulu. Tell him to give it to Mother.
Should Master...
Don't read it.
Should Master Lucifer read it?
No.
No. Understood. I will make sure it gets to Princess Teori. I don't think that's his voice.
It's close enough.
He takes the letter, and I assume you dismiss him back to the Hells.
Mm-hmm.
Gone.
Vanished.
Now we still have a little bit of time here. Townsend or Helliboy want to do anything. Helly is going to sit and what's the word? Simmer? Brood.
Seeing how many books Helly grabbed, Taliesin will probably grab like a couple more and have like a pretty good assortment, and then like puts them on the table. It's like, is this good? How many?
Yeah,
how many do we need?
That's fine. That's fine, Tally. Just whatever. It'll work.
Okay.
Helivor will give like a very apologetic look to Talzin.
Thank you, Talzin. You did very good.
Thank you, Helipor. I'm still kind of lost.
I think that she maybe just needs some time to like think and stuff. Let's just
Yeah.
give her a few minutes.
Yeah, fair enough. It's not like we really have anything else going on right now. But, yeah.
While Helly does this, Helipor is just gonna go to like probably at the kids section and get one of those like interactive like animal books that has the pop-ups, and she's just gonna
Incredible.
do that until she gets the go-ahead that we're ready.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Talza will probably like skim a couple things on like magic theory or whatever, but he would just kind of do that until everyone's ready to go.
Okay.
Until Helly's done simmering.
You three can mark down short rests.
Yippee!
Yippee! What?
It's pretty late at this point, right? It'd be like 2 a.m. or so.
Yeah.
Perfect time for a boat heist.
Boat heist, boat heist, boat heist, boat heist.
Beist.
I suppose we'll gather all together. Where is the boat? Do we know?
What boat? I don't think I haven't been here for a hot sec. What boat do we speak of?
Towson would know about the boat because Towson was in the room when we talked about where the key fragments are. One of the commanders one of the chiefs keeps their key fragments somewhere on their boat. The naval chief does, and we know their boat is here and docked. So
Okay.
Also, information that Talzin would have that no one else currently here would. I believe Talzin looked at that book with Rain. It had the exact locations on Apia's Island where the chiefs are. I recall Alwaden's
Right.
was like right beside the water, so he should be able to kind of show us where he's sleeping, which is probably near his boat.
She.
Right.
Yeah, whatever. That.
Towson was like, oh right, but yeah, hold on. It's just over here. Then he'll just start like walking in a seemingly random direction towards the boat.
Okay. You begin to make your way towards the coast.
Helber will ask, like, just real quick to Helly.
Do we want to deliver the books, like, just real quick? I mean, she didn't give us a time limit, but
should we? I thought we'd do that tomorrow.
I mean, I guess we could. I
don't think we should be going back multiple times tonight. That'd be suspicious, right?
I mean, I figured we would use fee to get in, right?
We need to be here.
It's whatever you think. I just figured it might be worse to do it tomorrow because, like, by then, like, Kiana's gonna realize the key's gone, and then he's probably gonna amp up security in his house because he knew someone was there, but right now he doesn't know that anyone was there.
This is one long night. I was just fine, but he might be awake by now. He's like Faye, right? They don't sleep long. But you're right. We should get the demon her books because otherwise she might not go through on the deal if we haven't done our side.
It should only take a moment. We don't even have to tell them. Let's just go down there and put the books down and leave.
I guess we bring the books to Kiana's doorstep and like knock on the door and then run away.
As you guys are running away, you do hear the door open. But you guys are too far gone to see the reaction.
Now, there's absolutely no possible way Kiana will see those books and be like, huh, and go to the local library and see who bought these books recently.
There's no way.
Not a single possible way, no.
You
Oh
guys,
yeah, how much did the books cost? I don't think we actually. We just walked out with them. It's like, no, these are ours now.
I mean, this is APS Island.
This is APS Island, right? My bad. I forgot.
You guys make your way to the whatchamacallums.
Docks?
The docks, that's the word, thank you. To the port. You see pretty quickly you do see a sprawling collection of APS ships, all almost identical in design, save for one that appears to be a little bit larger and little more reinforced with what seems to be some metal plating of some sort, and as you get closer, you even notice runes carved into the side of it. The name written on the side of the boat in kind of golden paint is the Life Preserver.
All right, there's here. I'll usher everyone into a huddle, a little bit away from the dock, like not so that we're like people on the boat can see us. Does anyone have any plans on what to do?
I kind of assumed you had something.
Of course, I have a plan, but I want to hear yours.
Nope, no plan.
Well, I thought. I mean, obviously, we could use V to get on there, except there's 4 of us. It's also kind of hard to see exact details. I thought maybe we could try to see. We should probably preserve the invisibility potions, but Talzin, you can turn people invisible now, right? So you should be able to do that for at least some of us or yourself, and then the rest of us can maybe just drink that, and then we go aboard and be really quiet.
Yeah, that checks.
We can save V for if we're caught. All right. I guess we'll do that then. Tally?
Yeah. Who am I just turning myself invisible, or am I turning a bunch of people invisible? What would you rather do?
It's up to you. We should be able to rest after this. So I mean, if however many people you can turn invisible would be nice, just so we can save the potions. Did that come through, or are you doing math?
Sorry, was that to me?
I think that was to Tate.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Tate, you there? No, Tate died.
Tate seems to have perished.
Oh no.
I think he died.
Sag.
Sad indeed.
That is unfortunate.
All right, cut to Rain stream.
God.
There's a purple unicorn.
Yeah, it looks like they're having connection issues. I mean, do we want to make a decision on the spell slot, or do we want to just use our invisibility potions?
It sounded like Tape was gonna use.
Yeah, but I don't want to
His
make that.
thing, yeah.
I don't want to make that assumption
Yeah.
for him.
I mean, that's something that we use potions for now, and
Okay,
that's
yes.
something that you can
There he
easily change
goes.
later if need be, you know?
We could also give him a minute, see if he can
Yeah.
fix it.
But D&D.
You're one to talk.
Yeah, we took a little bit for you to write out something.
I was being sarcastic. Thank you very much.
Hey, Ayla, just sorry.
For? What?
Ellie turning the party against Rain.
It's okay. It happens like every other session. It's fine. Am I wrong?
Oh, Tate's power
Tabby's
just went
characters
out.
have me. Tabby's characters have it out for me. Oh no.
Clutch was trying. So was Todd.
Todd's the one exception to that. Klutz can. No. I won't say that. Actually, I like Klutz. I do actually like Klutz. I just want to say. Originally, I was gonna make some sort of joke as to like Klutz can go boom or something like that, but then I just went and say Klutz can die. So,
So, how are
how's
we
the weather going for you
feeling?
guys?
It's definitely going, I think. Last I checked. There was weather.
How's the weather been for you?
A little rainy.
So, Tori, how's the weather been for you?
Think about it. Also a little rainy, which is perfect. We like that.
Oh.
Hey, Ayla.
Yeah.
How's the weather been for you?
Am I allowed to say people have died on Twitch? Is that something?
No, you have to
I mean,
say
that
on
is
the
a
live.
thing people do, so.
You have to say on the live.
So we've gotten a little more than just a little bit of rain. Like people have actually drowned to death.
We've definitely never said in this stream that someone has died. We've never said that.
I don't know why that just like comment is like, wait, hold on, is this revealing too much? Maybe it's because I was thinking of like, hey, does this dox myself if I report the fact that 5 people have died in my location?
That would be fucking wild if someone could dox you just from that.
I'm pretty sure 5
ultimately,
people have died in
but,
many
like-
locations.
And due to like drowning, that's a pretty specific thing.
Imagine being in a location where 5 people died.
And drowned specifically.
Man, I can't believe you just doxed the fact that you live on an island in the middle of the ocean.
Hey, you're not supposed to give out that much information. Hold on.
Can't believe you live in New Zealand.
New Zealand. It's Canada. What are you talking about? Oh, wait,
The
hold
island
on.
of Canada.
My bad.
Actually, I can believe that you live on Loser Island, which is an actual island.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
But then you'll dox yourself. Cause,
Guys, that number just went up to 6.
Because people don't get murdered.
Oh.
Loser Island. Well, they're about to. That is not a threat. Guys, I'm cold.
Should we maybe call break and see if...
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Why don't we call break and say we'll be back at 10 past the hour?
Fair enough.
So 14 minutes, we'll be back. Boy.
Why? So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with Rain.
What do you mean?
We're just gonna be forever mad at each other. That's just how it is. At least Helly's gonna be forever mad, even if it's one way.
Well, I mean, yeah, Hallie being mad, I get, but
Oh yeah, no, I of course, Helly's emotions are an extension of mine, so I hate you.
well, I love you, so I guess we've got a situation going on.
I forgive you.
Aww.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go
Can I
get a
just real quick point out? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go on. No, go on.
Can I point out the fact that Halibor over here, Rain praises me? Nothing else as to like Rain's had my back in battle. You know, Rain's helped keep me under control when I go wild. Nothing else.
Okay. Let's
She said that
take it.
after. She did say
let's-
that after that, like he's,
But-
you know, like
but-
helped her and like.
To be fair, let's think about that a little bit further. What has Rain done for Helibor in battle? Because multiple times he's fireballed her.
Yeah, I mean, he's never like healed her or like.
Not every time he's fireballed her, he's also taken down multiple enemies. Okay.
No, not every time. It's also been times that you could have easily not fireballed her.
But for the bit. No.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's a great bit, and you gotta commit to it.
Gotta commit to the bit.
And part of committing to that bit is recognizing that Rain has dealt more damage to Alibor than I think any other person in this campaign.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Oh, enemies have definitely. Collectively, the DM has dealt more damage.
I mean, yes, yeah.
I mean, yeah, the DM is not
Yes,
one other character.
Okay, when you put it like that, that does sound bad, actually. But
You're right.
Rain also
There's
like,
one person that has
defend-
done more damage than Rain, and that is the DM.
Rain has also oh gosh, I actually had something. Hold on. Shadow Druids. And help the
Mhm.
Druid groves for Helibor. Alright, you need to go get stuff. Take a break.
Yeah,
Please go do it.
Yeah.
Go. Get out! Get out of here! Go! Yes, Talon, you were hearing correctly, by the way. Just like every time, they're specifically targeted for Helibor, and they do just like 100 points of damage each time. Hit Helibor with that, 3 times, and we should be good. Okay. Also, Rain has not done that much damage to Helibor. Maybe 100.
Blah.
You back yet?
Wah.
Wow.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Me as well.
Oh wait, guess who isn't back though?
No tape.
Alright, we kill him now.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing else to do. We just kill him.
I just popped my knuckles so loudly. I wish my mic picked that up.
Damn.
Rocks fall, Talzin dies.
All right.
I would like to introduce a new character. They are a salamander wizard.
A kobold, yeah.
Their name is Zuntal.
No. They're a salamander wizard, and their name is Malzin. Their main coloring is yellow.
Yellow.
Because we got red, blue, yellow.
Hmm?
Ooh. Wait, who are those colors?
Fernick, Talzin,
Talzin and
Malzin.
Yeah.
Huh.
Actually, hold on. Let me correct the name. It's Falzon.
Mm.
1,000.
God.
So what are we gonna do?
Mm.
I mean, we can just take the invisibility potions. Solution
later
right
on-
there.
Yeah, if later on Tate's like, hey, I would have done this, we can always, retcon that and redo it.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Unfortunately, can't exactly get around a power outage.
Mm-hmm.
Or could you?
Clearly, Tate just fucking hates us. Anyway, so the four of you, Helibor, Talzin, and Hyacinth.
Can I play Hyacinth since Talzin's gone?
Oh my god.
You can't play Hyacinth.
But Talzin's gone.
Right. But you're not playing Hyacinth.
Yeah, he.
Do you want to take mechanical control of Talzin?
No, that would not be good. That would not be good. Literally anyone else in this party would have better.
Okay. I'm kind of curious what you would do if I did give you control of Hyacinth. But I'm not giving you control of Hyacinth.
Not even for the funny.
No. Especially not for the funny.
Pushing.
Okay. So I guess we take our potions.
Indeed.
Each of you down an invisibility potion. I assume Hyacinth's been given one as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. Each of you down your invisibility potions as you look to the Life Preserver, the large ship docked at the edge of APS Island. What do you do?
Oh.
Is there anyone
Uh,
visibly like walking around on it currently, or does it look completely empty?
You do not currently see anyone on the ship.
Hell yeah. Halibor will, I guess we all do like a little hold hand train because that would be easiest probably. And then we walk up on there.
Okay. You walk up onto the main deck of the ship. The boat itself is designed just like any other. You can see towards the back end of the ship a door opening into, well, currently closed, but a door that leads into what you might assume to be the captain's quarters. And on the other end of the ship, you see a pair of stairs leading down to another door that seems to lead deeper into the ship.
Okay. Halibor will whisper to Hali.
I think it would probably be like wherever, like the main, like wherever the captain is, because, he should be the captain. She should be the captain.
hmm Yeah, that makes sense.
Do we want to just try the door?
I will try the door.
The door to the captain's quarters is locked.
Foiled again. We leave. We have to come back another day.
If only you had someone in your party who knew how to pick locks.
If only.
You don't need anyone to pick locks. You guys got this.
I'll whisper to Halibor and Townsend and Hyacinth. Can any of you pick a lock?
No.
No.
Rain can, but Rain's, being Rain.
No, he can't. He's stuck in his bed. Damn. This might be immediate. We need V. I will point out that Heli is not useful. V is. V is the MVP.
Aww.
Shit, hang on.
What?
Taliesin has proficiency in thieves' tools. Now I'm the one who's been foiled. But he doesn't have any on him. Taliesin may be proficient, but he does not own any thieves' tools.
Well, same boat then. Ha, get it? Boat. Should I? No, it doesn't make any sense. Alright, I mean, nothing else to do but V, right? Unless any of you can open doors or get through them.
I can't. I mean, it might look more suspicious if we lockpick it anyways. I don't know if that leaves any, damage on it.
That will drop my invisibility if I summon V.
I have a spell that could get me inside.
Can you unlock the door?
Once I'm inside, presumably. But
Great.
if there's
What?
anyone in there, I can only hold my own for so long.
That's where I again feel like an asshole, but Hallie would be like, well, go on. Do it then.
Okay. Hyacinth mutters something under his breath, and draws a druidic symbol, one that Helibor you recognize as the druidic rune for gas. And then he seems to vanish into a cloud of mist, but the mist doesn't disperse as he casts gaseous form. Hyacinth then, in the gaseous form, is going to slip under the door and into the room. And after a moment of quiet, you hear a click from the door.
Alright, we try the door.
The door is unlocked. As you push it open, Hyacinth immediately holds up a finger to basically shush you the moment he sees you. As you push open the door, looking inside the room, you see it's a fairly extravagant room. With various decorations, medals, trophies. Trophies as in, like, hunting trophies kind of thing. Bits and pieces taken from battlefields that are hung or placed upon shelves. And you do see, directly opposite the door, a large glass case with the key fragment in it.
That was easy.
However, you do also see two forms laying on a bed in the back left corner. Both of whom you would recognize from passing as Alwadin and Ariel, the naval and aquatic chiefs.
This glass case, we talking like it's just like a small glass box for the key fragment, or it's like a big cabinet?
It's, like a small glass box. Clearly, like, hung up on the wall as a display piece.
Okay. Helibor will quietly kind of tiptoe over, like looking at it, I guess. Is there any visible, like trap, like string that'll like alarm anything that she can see?
Roll investigation.
That's a 9.
You don't see any traps, no?
All right, I guess.
I don't think Helly would check for traps. Well, Helly wouldn't know how to check for traps, but I do think Towson would at least be able to see if there's anything magical. Towson is with us.
Talzin would, he can check, like, with an Arcana check, but he doesn't actually have Detect Magic prepared. So, I'll roll an Arcana check for him, though. Which he gets a 13. He does see abjuration magic kind of faintly on the glass. He's not 100% sure what it means, but it is likely some sort of spell to prevent the glass from breaking.
How big is this glass case?
Like, about 20 centimeters on either side, which I know is not a easy reference for you, but I have no idea how big that would be in Imperial, so let me
7.8.
Inches?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it like
So
it's
that's
on the
pretty
wall?
small.
Yeah.
I'd say that's average.
Oh my fucking! I knew it as soon as that. You're a goon.
7.8 is, I believe, above average. So
Yes,
there's that.
yes, it is.
Is it is it the whole box attached to the wall, or is it like hanging?
It does seem to be like properly attached to the wall, yeah.
See, the smart. Hallie ushers everyone to back out of the room so that we don't wake up the captain.
Okay.
Do we have anything that can break that?
I mean, I could get rid of the magic on it, and then, I mean, we could technically smash it, but it'd be loud.
Do we have a way to quietly smash it? I mean, I think with where it is, there's no way we're taking it without them noticing it's gone in the morning. Unless we have like a decoy. But I don't think we do.
No.
So... What if... What... Oh, I got it. What if we pin all of this on someone else? So, like, they're gonna know someone's taking the keys. We don't want them to think it's us. What if you dispel the magic, and then I summon someone to dramatically break it and run off with the key fragment, and it doesn't look anything like us? So they'll be looking for an entirely different person.
I do think that that's true, but if you were going to do that, I think...
Was there anything else of value that she could kind of see in that room?
I mean, a lot of it looks like it could sell for a decent bit, a lot of the decorations, but there isn't anything that's like gold or silver or anything like that, save for some of the metals.
I feel like it would be better if there was something that they could take, so it doesn't look like it was just the key. But, I mean, I guess that's kind of already, like, with Kiana's missing, they're gonna put that together.
Well, I know exactly who I would summon to do it, and it should take heat off us.
Who were you thinking?
A demon. Because if it's a demon, they won't suspect me, because angels and devils hate demons.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. That also might make them kind of more like. Hmm. I mean, like, okay, if Albadan gets up in the morning and is like, hey, my key's missing, and like says it first, like before Kiana, then like Kiana might not want to mention it as much because like if it's a demon, then like they might not want to, you know what I mean? Like they might want to like keep their mouth shut about it because they have demon connections.
Yeah. Oh, but do you think if Kiana like thinks that Alice did it, that Alice might say that we were there?
Yeah, we shouldn't
Well,
try to like frame them specifically.
the person I can summon doesn't look anything like Alice, so
Mhm. Okay.
I think this is the best plan. What do you think, Hyacinth? What do you think, Towson? Tell me. Tell me right now, Tally. Tell me.
Hang on, I have food in my mouth. I mean, Towson's a very much a yes man.
He's a bit of a sassy yes man, but yeah.
Yeah, he's a bit sassy, but he is a yes man. But Hyacinth.
Oh.
Go on.
What were you guys oohing about?
I don't know what she was doing about.
No, I was just seeing something that I actually might be able to use because I still have this prepared.
But Hyacinth thinks for a second and says, "It might work."
I mean, the person I can summon, like, Allie, you don't even have to, like, really even be here. You definitely don't have to use your magic, because they can dispel it themselves. So, just if any trace of your magic won't be here.
Okay. I was just thinking I might have something also that can work.
Oh,
Um. Oh, I'm trying to think about how I want to do this.
Okay, so I still have some summon woodland beings prepared on here, and I do see something that I could potentially summon that looks like it might be able to get it out. But I'm not completely sure. So, Talon, can I just send you this ability and you let me know if this seems even like something that would work given what it is saying, or if I am misinterpreting this?
Absolutely.
I just realized from Kiana's perspective, it would act like someone could, if we do the demon plan, it could look like someone paid Alice to do this and paid her in books.
Oh. That might actually work.
Oh no, what is it?
From everything I'm seeing in here, it looks like it would.
Yeah.
Does it solve the entire problem or part of it?
It's
Potentially the entire thing. Potentially.
Oh,
the only
okay.
the only thing is the semantics of whether or not it counts as a frame.
Frame?
But even then,
Yeah.
I would say it's more of a picture frame than an actual like box, which would count. Yeah, I think that might work.
Hell yeah. Okay. She is gonna go with that then. She kind of snaps her fingers a little bit and has a little bit of an aha moment, though I suppose you can't see it on her face.
Mhm.
I actually might be able to summon something that can help us here. Of course, it'll make me like visible and stuff, but I don't see anyone here currently.
Heliport will kind of like huddle down, just kind of squatting next to the door a little bit, just to make herself a little bit smaller.
Okay.
I
I'll
do
try
just
this.
want to quickly remind you of the two people sleeping in the room.
We backed
Yeah.
out of the room so that we can.
Yeah,
talk.
we're outside of it. Yeah,
Just making
she
sure.
is whispering.
Uh,
Well, actually, she will. She's gonna walk like a little bit away, just so like as she summons this, just essentially like she's
Right.
not right outside the door, a little bit away.
Ellie would be like, "No, remember, we don't want them to know you were here, so don't do anything that's like, perfect and amazing, because then they'd know it was you."
Um, well, I mean, I'm the one summoning them, so I don't think it'll be perfect and amazing, but it should still work, I think.
She is going to go ahead and summon a boggle, as a small little dark gray hunched over gremlin ass looking thing kind of pops in very small and stares up at her.
Well, who is this?
Oh, that's Boggy the Boggle.
I know these guys are so cute.
Cute. I'm giving you a moment, Alan, in case you need it. Okay. Amazing. She'll now visible, she'll kind of put her a hand like up to her mouth and do a little shush little thing.
Shh. Boggy. Okay. Alright, so there's something that I need you to do for me. There is, behind that door, the one over there, there's a little key thing, and it's in like a glass case. I need you to make like a little rift thing, like from, like inside the thing, and like just get the little key fragment thing, and then come right back. But you gotta be quiet, like as quiet as you possibly can be.
She kind of stares at you for a second, and then nods, and turns and begins to move through the door into the room. You see Boggy walk into the room. Are you like watching Boggy intensely, or just waiting for Boggy to come back?
I definitely am watching him do whatever he is doing, because I have no idea what he's gonna do.
Helibor is kind of away. Like, she doesn't have, she's trying to hide currently since she is visible, so she's not actively watching.
Okay. Hyacinth is also kind of pressed up against the wall, trying to stay out of sight, for the record, because he did cast a spell. Helly. You watch Boggy enter the room. And tap the case holding the key as you see vroom, a small portal appears, as well as another one directly in front of him. As he reaches through the portal next to him, his hand coming out in the case, he grabs the fragment and pulls. As he pulls it out of the portal, he lifts it up to kind of show, and is going to attempt to quietly make his way out.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a stealth check for him, but he's got a pretty damn good stealth. Yeah, that's a 23.
Let's go. Let's go, Boggy.
He holds up the key fragment.
Helly takes it.
Helibor, she does like a little silent, but she does like a little celebration, like some arm pumps. She absolutely like she picks up Boggy and like puts him in her lap and like gives him a good hug and a little pat on the head.
Good job, Boggy. That was perfect. Oh, you're just the best little boggle ever. Okay. Okay. Go back to like, doing all of your like little shenanigans and pranks on people. Have fun with that. Bye-bye.
All right, let's go. This was a dramatic success.
We skedaddle, we Scooby-Doo run away.
Okay.
Blue skin dude, we can't do.
You begin to make your way out.
I can't believe you had there's just a creature you can summon that had the exact thing we needed it to do.
I'm for real.
It's so good. Okay.
If that thing wasn't actually in one of the source books, and actually something summonable by summoned woodland creatures, people would call that like a fucking Deus Ex Machina or something. Helibor is not beating the Mary Sue allegations.
My God.
You guys both, or all, because there are 4 of you, slip away, leaving behind Ariel and Alwadin none the wiser to your...
Oh, we locked the door again. Close
How?
and lock the door. Or lock the door and then close it. There you go.
How? You can't lock the door and then close it. It won't close.
Oh, it's one of those doors? Then I guess we just close it.
Okay. You close the door and hope that's good enough.
Then they'll be like, "Oh, damn, we forgot to lock it. No wonder our key fragment's missing."
As you quickly make your way back to the room, I will go ahead and update. That is now also missing. Okay.
2 in one night. Let's go.
4 keys down, 5 to go. As you make your way back to the room,
We see the tiny hut.
you do. As soon as you enter the room, you do see the tiny hut.
What? He took the beds. I don't know, I bang my fist on the tiny hut, which I imagine doesn't even make noise.
No, it doesn't.
Halivor will do the same thing, but kind of just like call out,
Rain! Rain, 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 rain! Wake up, wake up, wake up!
Rain, are you asleep?
Honestly, yeah, I would say Rain's probably asleep right now.
Roll a con save. If you roll a 5 or lower, you wake up.
Okay.
We did get 2 rooms, didn't we? Or did we only get 1?
I think we only got
just
one.
one.
Damn.
That's gonna be a 17.
Okay. Rain sleeps through Hellebore being like, Rain, wake up.
Actually, the worst person ever.
It's fine. We can make like a nest out of something
Wait,
else.
hold on, no. They shouldn't be able to get in there. Rain tiny hutted.
Yeah.
Rain tiny hutted again when it was only you here and none of us.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fucked up.
Yeah, it was all fucked up in it.
They're in the room, but they can't get close to you.
Mhm. I guess we have no other choice but to cuddle in the corner, Holly. There's nothing else we can do. I mean,
She'll kind of
Rain really forced this on us. There's nothing else.
What a terrible fate. The only thing I am worried about, though, is... I don't know. I mean, I guess he should be okay with us just for the night. I just like for his familiar to have a hold of it, just, so it's not on us. It's fine, though. I'm, like, really, really tired, and
Well,
we got it! You did amazing! You were like Commander Helly, the best leader ever!
You're the one that summoned the thing that did it.
I mean, yeah, but like,
But I wonder if I can and I will snap my finger and summon Philly.
Hello, Mistress Alicia.
Philly, hold on to this and just like keep it on you.
Yes,
And I'll
ma'am.
hand him the fragment. I'm like, okay, don't let anyone see that.
He cups it in his hands. Yes, ma'am. What about the people who've
Keep it-
already seen it?
Yes, everyone in this room is fine, but
Yes, ma'am.
don't let anyone else see it. Like, keep it in your pocket or something.
Are you certain that is the safest place, ma'am?
Just for tonight.
Understood.
well, maybe just like the safest place possible, like for someone to have it on them at,
Where
Like
do
if
you
you have holes in your pockets, maybe don't do it.
Where do you suggest, Philly? Since you're the king of safety, I guess.
Master Lucifer possesses multiple safes. I could store it within.
Yes, do that.
Understood. Yes, ma'am. Are
Alright.
you going to dismiss me?
Yeah, I dismiss him.
He's like, are you gone?
And that's that, and we don't have to rely on Rain for any part of it. This is great.
It really is.
Was that Hyacinth sighing?
I'm gonna take a walk. You
A victory
two...
lap.
Sure. You two sleep well.
Okay, be careful.
I will. It's the island of protection. What do you expect?
I mean, Rain got like, mugged on the street before, so it's not too safe.
That's true. Wait, he did?
Oh wait, did I not mention that? Yeah, but by the Shadow Druids. Actually, they were here.
Mm.
This was before. This was like a while ago when we went here. Not recently, but
Okay. Well, I'll be safe. I doubt I'm going to run into any shadow druids attacking me.
okay, good. If you do, go ahead and bite and kill them for me.
Obviously.
Hey, Aya,
Hmm?
you're probably not a bad person.
I appreciate
Probably.
that. Probably. Kind of raises an eyebrow.
I mean, there's that undead thing, but we'll work on it.
So you do believe that people can work on it?
No, not. It's complicated. I don't think. I don't think you're a bad person just because you got cursed. But I do think if you give in to the curse, then yeah, you'll be a bad person.
So it's my decision whether I'm a good person or a bad person.
Kinda.
So I can change.
Yeah. No, you make the decision or you don't.
And what if I make the decision not to and then later decide to?
Well, then you're a bad person that did a good thing once.
And if I make the decision not to, or I make the decision to,
Aren't you going for a walk?
I'm going for a walk. He turns and walks out.
I will snuggle up next to Halibor. And
Indeed.
if nothing else goes on, I will fall asleep.
Okay.
Same with her. Helibor will retrieve just like some blankets and stuff and just make like a little nest in the corner for them to curl up in.
See, I was expecting to prove a point about needing rain with both access points to the key, both the door and the case itself, could have been undone with thieves' tools.
God, personally, I feel like you're just making it too easy for them.
Now, to be fair, like Hallie didn't actually do anything. That wasn't like Hallie being amazing there. Although Hallie at least would make the case that she did something Ray never would have done, and that is allow Hellebore to help.
Yeah, and not just immediately go and do something without holding.
Mm-hmm.
Well, while that's happening, Rain, what are you giggling at, Tabby?
I just thought, okay, this might be a long walk. There's an episode of Fairly Odd Parents that is now they don't even show reruns. Like they played it once or twice, and it was so mean that they never did it again. But it was an episode where Timmy wished he never existed. And then it's set up like It's a Wonderful Life, where it's supposed to be teaching him that all the good things he does, but then it just ends up with literally everyone in his life having a better life without him. Like it is genuinely his fault that everyone is miserable. And like there is no like moral, and like the reason why they don't do reruns is because it just depressed everybody who watched it.
Huh.
That's what this reminds me of.
Right? The world would be better off if he didn't exist? Damn.
Anyway,
Damn,
go
I
on.
see how it
You
is.
love rain.
Yeah, no, Rain's amazing.
Rain. You... Sleep takes you. It does not take long. You are exhausted, you've been awake longer than you normally are, and you just fall asleep. And you find yourself in a dark room. Not pitch black, but a dark hallway. You can make out the walls, but there is no light. But there are echoing footsteps. That seem to be approaching you. What do you do?
Is there any way for Rain to try to take cover, hide?
There's nothing to hide behind.
Rain will try to back away to the, and try to go the opposite direction of the footsteps.
You turn and begin to make your way down the opposite way, moving away from the footsteps. And at first it seems to work. The footsteps fade behind you, and then you hear them pick back up in front of you, walking closer.
Rain will spin around and go the other direction.
Same thing. As you turn and begin to move in the other direction, the footsteps fade, and then they appear again in front of you, closer.
Even closer than last time?
Even closer than last time.
How far out can Rain see?
Maybe 20 feet.
Rain will turn around and do the same thing. Until whoever it is steps into his view.
You do this 2 more times until you see the first remnants of a long, or the first signs of a very tall and slim figure, maybe 9-10 feet tall, but much slimmer than you. You notice, as it approaches, a pair of arms that are currently crossed, and another pair, one with its hand outstretched towards you, and the other with its hand kind of resting on its face. You can't make out the details of the face yet, though if you let it get closer, you will. As it seems to have these large antlers growing out of its head, hand outstretched towards you. What do you do?
That's kind of a bit spooky. I feel like Rain would try to back up, take a couple steps back while keeping his eye on it. If he keeps backing up, does it pick up speed? Does he see it disappear?
You keep you back up a bit, and it keeps pace with you.
Rain will turn around and run then.
You turn
An attempt to move.
You turn and run as the footsteps fade, and then you see the creature appear in front of you, closer this time. You can make out its face. The first thing you notice are its eyes are sideways. And there are many more than there should be. You count 6, 3 on either side, plus a 7th on its forehead. It has long, white hair. It is unclothed, though you're not sure what that even means with this thing. Its hand still outstretched towards you. You hear a voice. Do not turn from me, Risaki.
Typically, Rain is the type of person who does the complete opposite.
Not
of what people
Risaki, sorry, Defnan.
Yeah, I kind of figured that's what you meant. It's
was-
okay.
I was about to say.
I was staring at your username on Discord when I said
Congratulations. I got you again.
it. Do not turn from me, Daphne.
Typically, Rain is the type of person who does the complete opposite of what he's told to do. But unlike all those other times, he doesn't turn away. And he takes a couple more steps back, hesitant to let this creature catch up to him. But eventually he stands his ground and lets it walk a bit closer. Once it's within reach, though, he'll try to, like, bat the hand away.
Okay. It stops just out of your arm's reach as it looks at you. Daphne, we shall continue our partnership.
I'm sorry, which one are you again?
You stole me.
Can we reschedule this for another time? I'm kind of getting a little bit of a bad rep with some of my current group right now. This would be a really poor time for this to happen.
I let you steal me to get closer to Icarus.
You okay there? You're sounding a little sick.
You travel with fragments of the old king. Fragments that must be destroyed.
Who's the old king that you speak of? Maybe it can be helpful and beneficial to you.
His Majesty has gone by many names.
I see. It's been a while. Can Rain try to recall where the hat last was?
Sure, roll history.
Okay, because I, as a player, don't remember where we stashed it. So, if that says anything, that'd be a 16.
You try and think about the hat. You don't remember where you stashed it, but your bag feels a little heavier.
That's not good. I'm like 98% sure we said that thing with Felix. Huh.
Wield me. Use me.
Soon.
And call me Rainfall.
Your time will come. Don't worry. There's just a couple things we must get out of the way first.
I offer you reunion with the one you call Nyx.
Isn't Nyx gone? That's what Nightbloom is saying.
Nightbloom is telling you what he wants you to think. Nyx is only as gone as you are when I wield you. Just as Nightbloom is wielding him.
Is Nightbloom like you then? Stuck in an item?
Contained imprisoned in an object for our attempts to overthrow His Majesty.
Which object is Nightbloom's?
Did you not notice his new amulet?
See. And what of the other one? The bounty hunter? Who are they?
They are a useful asset. Cairo, a mortal through and through, though I suspect Nightbloom may intend to give him over to Smoke Bomb.
Oh, Smoke Bomb. That's a new name.
Cairo is a very fitting vessel for Smoke Bomb.
And what of this Icarus?
Icarus, the old king. We thought he died at the end of the Blood War. But now we know that isn't true. His servants are gathering.
How many fragments of Icarus are there?
I do not know. Though I suspect Nightbloom may be looking into it.
Alright. Do you know the location of any of these fragments?
There are 5 on this island right now.
Very insightful talk.
You travel with 2 of them.
How peculiar. What is your plan right now? When I finally am able to help you out, which area is going to take priority?
Once His Majesty has been destroyed, Nightbloom, me, and the others will be released, and you will be reunited with the one you love.
There are multiple people I love. Which one are you talking about?
The one for whom your heart flutters every time his name is mentioned, who fills your throat with bile and your heart with affection. The one whom you seek to destroy, and the one you seek to save.
Well, I guess we'll have to get onto that soon enough. I do have to finish a couple other things first in the meantime. We'll get back to yours.
You think you have a choice.
I mean, you should know that, traveling with me, you gain information, valuable information. You already know where 5 fragments are, you say. Continue to travel with me, and I'm sure you'll learn much more. It doesn't quite work if you're in the driver's seat, no?
I do not intend to discard you. I am simply reminding you of the power that I grant you. Don't you want to save those you care about?
I intend to save them.
You think you can fight all the forces of this world without my help?
If I were fighting all the forces of the world, wouldn't that mean I'm also fighting you? Now that's not right. I've gotta have friends in some corner, no?
And you've chosen the right corner. Awaken now, but do not try to hide from me any longer, Daphne.
Rain will take a step back and try to will himself awake.
And surprisingly, it works.
Oh shit. Rain versus Hellebore. Part 3. Or 4.
As morning comes and you all awaken one by one, Rain, you would be the first awake because you were the first asleep. As you wake up, you'd be waking up right around the time the tiny hut dissipates.
Nah, he's gonna recast it. Be an asshole.
During the time that you spend recasting it, you do see that Hyacinth is there and also awake.
Ellie and Hellebore are absolutely sleeping in, and they're cuddled, and it's so adorable, and you can't even deny it.
Hyacinth looks to you, Rain, as you begin to recast, and he says, "They got the fragment."
They did.
She'd never admit it, but it would have been easier with you there,
Doesn't need to be easier.
I suppose. But I imagine this will make things plenty easier, as Hyacinth pulls out another key fragment.
Whoa!
Where'd you get that?
Aconite invited me to his grove. It was pretty easy to take it, as he holds the key fragment out to you.
Rain will take the key fragment. A bit. Okay, no. Rain goes to reach for the key fragment and kind of just looks at Hyacinth, and I'm gonna make a roll real quick.
What kind of roll? Stupid check? Okay.
Yeah, I kind of just like, okay. Rain will take the key fragment and hold on to it for a moment. Just between us, I don't know for sure how well we can trust the, I don't know for sure how trustful Helly is. Let's keep this fragment secret until we get the others.
Oh my god.
Rain, under most circumstances, I would agree with you that Helly is not to be trusted. However, you're only going to cause more problems by keeping that from Hellebore.
Ellie hasn't even done anything untrustworthy.
I know.
Ellie's
Rain,
literally only been helpful to you guys.
Rain rolls his eyes and just sighs.
You
I guess it's
you don't want to lose Hellebore. Neither of us do.
Hellebore.
Oh, that's it. They're
Ra-
both jealous. Okay.
Rain is going to kind of look over to the corner where they're both curled up.
If
Hello.
you give Helly ammunition, every piece of information you keep from us that's important gives Helly another arrow to fire, another shot to take. It'll wear down until something breaks. Probably Hellebore.
I guess you're not wrong there.
Just because
All right.
Helly isn't trustworthy doesn't mean that you shouldn't give her information. If anything, her not being trustworthy means you should give her more.
Let's. Then. You're right. Besides, it's just petty to keep it from her. You can inform them that you managed to grab the other key fragment. But. When did you manage to do this?
Last night,
Oh.
after we got back from getting Alwadans, I went for a walk. I found Aconite and he invited me to his grove.
Huh. That's actually pretty helpful. Speaking of last night, Hyacinth, I can trust you, right?
Of course.
I think that I might potentially in the future try to attack and or kill Hellebore and Talzin.
I assume this wouldn't be on purpose.
So you know that hat? The creepy one? You also know Nyx,
Mm-hmm.
or rather, no longer Nyx. Apparently they're connected, as we sort of found out. And they're hunting down whatever the voices that are inside their heads. Unfortunately, this is putting us on opposite sides, and I don't. This is exactly what ammunition Helly would be looking for, I feel. But as you said, it's also important to.
This is one thing that I don't think you need to share. Not with them. Not for now.
What happens if if I go under again, though? Think you can handle it?
I mean, if you go under again, it's not your fault, right? You got randomly possessed by an object that you discarded.
Right.
It came back. It possessed you again. It's clearly not on you. Plus, by giving me ample warning, you're at least giving me time to prepare.
I guess one thing I'm more worried about is you're gonna stick around, right? Make sure that nothing happens between us.
I'll stay for as long as I can. But there are things calling me. Business that I need to get back to. Hard to do that from here, but I can't stay with you forever.
Fair. Here, I'm about to re-throw up the dome. Why don't you go grab some breakfast food from the kitchen and step on in. We can continue our discussion.
Sure, sounds good. Hyacinth gets up, walks away, comes back a little bit later, um, hands you some food, and sits on the bed next to you.
Rain will recast the dome. You ritual casted though, you know, so a little more time.
Mhm.
Ritual casted though.
You throw up the dome. Rain, do you believe that someone can change?
Uh, always. People are constantly changing, be it their minds or their options, their bodies.
Helly seems to think that everyone is either good or bad, and they cannot change that.
Oh. I mean, Rain will kind of turn and look, staring at Helly and Hellebore off in the corner, cuddling, being cute. Ew. And turning back to Hyacinth, he'll just shrug. I'm not surprised. That seems like something they would believe. It's not exactly their fault, though. I'm sure where they come from, that is kind of a common thing
I
to be tossed around.
I suppose. Am I a bad person for not
What?
trying to cure myself of my curse?
I mean,
For willingly using necromancy, bringing back the dead and using them to
what
fight
is your
for me?
intention behind each time you do it?
I always do it to protect myself or the people I care about, but I mean, Helly has a point that undeath is one of the 9 great sins.
Hey, I don't know exactly, like, for sure how you guys normally go about your systems and everything, but personally, I think that the intent is what's important. If you are using your necromancy to help others, to protect those that are close to you and important to you, and you're not using it to try to, say, gain dominion over the entire planet, you know, you're not using it to terrorize people who have done nothing wrong, you're not the one attacking necessarily, you're just purely defending, that is understandable. If you're using it to protect, I would say that makes you a good person.
But what if I enjoy doing it? Like, I only use it to protect, but I enjoy doing it.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's a little something wrong with it, but it's more so like you don't purposely go out of your way to use it every single time you could possibly try to use it, do you?
I mean, every time a fight comes up, I
Right.
use.
When it would be more beneficial to have those. Outside of fights, though, just like you don't go around causing fights so that you have more fights, right?
No. Not unless. Not unless I have to.
Then you should be fine. I mean, people often enjoy committing some sort form of, say, crime or something, often just because, for one, the adrenaline rush and everything, but again, intent behind the action matters a lot. You can think bad thoughts so long as you don't act upon them. It's okay.
Right.
It's kind of within everyone's nature to do bad and do good.
Right. What about jealousy?
Oh, tell me about it.
I've been told my whole life that jealousy is a sign of weakness. That to be jealous means that you feel like you can't just take. That jealousy is a sign that you are too weak to help yourself. And that if there is something someone else has that you also want to have, to pave the way and make it for yourself.
I feel like there's different sides to jealousy. I mean, there are definitely ways where, yeah, I could see why people might make that argument of it making you weak. You can't get what you want, you can't earn it, fight for it, whatever it is. But at the same time, it's emotions like jealousy that make it to where we are able to set goals, try to reach for things normally out of our control. Keep moving forward, pushing on, adapting. Without those, I feel like a lot of people would just be stagnant. A lot of people wouldn't be able to achieve nearly the amount of progress that we've made. People wouldn't try to strive to be better, to impress. Now, it's important not to let yourself run away with any form of emotion, which is admittedly harder than it can sound.
Right. Your crest, the one that shouldn't exist, it having that doesn't make you a bad person, right? You can't control that was how you were born or made or whatever, right?
At this point, Rain does get a little quiet, and he kind of goes to fidget a little bit, thinking. I don't know on that one. I mean, I don't really know much about the crest, really, on that level. I was young. I don't know. I remember bits and pieces, but I think I've always been a bad person.
I don't I don't think I don't think that makes it your fault. I don't think that makes you a bad person.
I've made mistakes before, Hyacinth. Mistakes that cost other kids their lives.
Mistakes don't make you a bad person. You were just saying It's the intentions that matter.
Again, though, if you let yourself run away with one emotion too strongly, and you can... It's all a balancing act, really. Shades of gray here and there. That's why I like the colorful bits.
It's important for you to remember that guilt is an emotion that you can have too much of, too.
I guess I let myself run away with that one often.
Don't let Helly get under your skin. Whether she's trustworthy or not, I think she's just a kid.
They both?
She's clearly not had any real experience. Grew up a sheltered princess who didn't even know the truth about her own people's enemies. At least I assume from what I've heard. I don't think she knows what it actually means to be here. But I don't think that's her fault either.
In a sense, haven't we all been sheltered?
More than you know.
We've got you, a druid, which is already, by most society standards, sheltered. And then among druid standards, we've got Hellebore, you know.
Even among
sheltered.
even among a lot of druid standards, I'm definitely not the most knowledgeable.
We all have learning and growth that needs to happen. And unfortunately, it needs to happen probably sooner rather than later. I've been overreacting with some things.
So is she.
Yeah.
I do think you should try and be less vindictive. It's not her fault. I mean, I wouldn't dare lie to you and say I don't think she's infuriating to be around. That I don't think she should have stayed in the prison. But she's here now. And Hellebore certainly isn't going to let her go.
I mean, I'm kind of glad she didn't stay in the prison personally. It's not a great place for someone like her. I don't think she would have done well there. But I also don't know if having her with our group is going to help out much either. We're not exactly the safest people to be around, or the most sane, but... I mean... 2 key fragments? Not bad.
Yeah. She's an extraplanar, too. It's not as dangerous for her to be with us. If she dies, she just goes home.
That's actually a fair point. I guess if we were to have anyone with us, it would be better to have her.
Better to have her with us than let her loose on the world, right?
I think she needs to experience some of what the world has to offer. If she...
I mean, better for everyone else.
yeah.
There's at least us to keep a leash on her.
True.
You know, when I first met you guys, I thought it was Hellebore that I was going to bond with the most. We're both druids. We both grew up on the same stories, the same myths, legends, ideologies. I didn't expect to make a friend in the shadows. That wording was really bad, actually.
Rain is just gonna give Hyacinth the most suspicious look at that wording.
I just meant, like, I didn't expect a friend like you.
Thanks. For what it's worth, I honestly didn't expect us to have these types of conversations either. I mean, it's unexpected but not unpleasant. And you'll always have a place in my little crime ring.
Well, if you need flowers, you know where to come.
I actually could use some flowers now that I think about it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what kind of flowers?
You need flowers for a good apology.
Apology flowers.
Uh-huh.
For who?
Well, I mean, I guess both of them. Yeah. I think Kelly would like flowers as well. And if she doesn't, well, that's on her. I tried. But I know Hellebore likes flowers.
He smiles. As he holds out a hand, he's going to go ahead and cast Druidcraft as a beautiful golden flower kind of sprouts out of the palm of his hand. And then quickly around it, a small bouquet of mixed whites and blues as he plucks the stem of the golden flower from his palm and kind of flexes his hand a little bit and holds out the bouquet to you. One bouquet of apology flowers for a close friend or family member.
Thanks. Would it be insulting if I were to color them a bit more?
Insulting to who? Me or her?
Either one. I mean, personally, I feel like I've got some very special array of colors in my book that could definitely make them look nice.
I think you should be fine.
Wait, fine in which way?
Either way.
Either way.
It'll be okay if you want to change the colors. It'll be okay if you don't.
Okay. Well, not much we can do with them sleeping right now, so I guess we better eat, get ready for the day, and, yeah.
Sounds good. Helly and Hellebore, which of you would wake up first?
Maybe we should roll for it.
Sure.
Joe.
Because I could
Whoever
see going either way.
rolls. Do we want to be whoever rolls higher wakes up?
I think traditionally we've done lower for con saves. Wakes up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. Yeah. If it's a con save, that is a 10.
Mine would be a 14, so Helleboy, we're going to wake up first.
Alrighty. It. I don't think that I was about to say it doesn't matter because she's just gonna wake up Ellie anyways, but but I think that she would give her a moment to rest. She stirs and kind of tries to untangle herself without waking up Ellie or really bothering her too much. Is Rain still tiny hutted currently, I assume?
Yep.
Amazing. Oh. Halibor, you see her kind of do just like her, if you don't really say anything to her, you kind of see her do her morning rituals. She will go over and would your thing be in like blocking the window?
I don't have like measurements as to what the room is like, so I don't know. Could a tiny range just like mostly covering like the beds and like sort of making it difficult to get into the kitchen.
Oh my god. All right, we'll say the window's free. She'll walk up to the window and just kind of open it a little bit and poke her head out, and you see her do her morning ritual of I don't think I've ever actually described this before, but there's always about a minute every time that she wakes up every morning where she kind of just chants in Druidic, and you are not sure really what she's saying, but she's doing something. She'll go ahead and do that for a little bit, and then turn back around, kind of just stare at where Rain is at. You can see her contemplating if she wants to go over, but she'll sit just kind of on the windowsill and just kind of stare out. She takes her book out and starts writing something in it. She'll do this about 10 minutes. Pelly, you can decide if you want to wake up in that time frame.
Yeah, sure. Ellie will blink awake. And then you said she fully untangled herself from Ellie?
Yeah.
Oh. Ellie will like blink awake and then like pat where Halibor is and realize she's not there and look around. And seeing her, she'll calm down and say, "Good morning, Ellie.
Good morning, Sunflower. Okay, so. All right.
What are you
Rain.
doing?"
Oh, I'm just looking out the window. We've.
He's still got that hut thing on, don't he?
Yeah.
She flips off the tiny hut.
Rain inside the tiny hut's gonna flip Ellie back up.
God.
He'll.
Do we even know if he's awake? How long have you been up?
Not long, maybe like 10-ish minutes. I've just been doing my normal, like, morning rituals. He can't stay in there forever. He'll come out eventually.
You hear that? Can't stay in there forever.
Rain very much could stay in there for a hell of a long time, actually.
I'm pretty sure you could literally stay in there forever. Yeah.
Yeah, especially since he could use his familiar to get him go get him food and water. Just saying.
I mean, he still has to recast it whenever it goes down, though, right?
You can cast before it
he
goes
can
down.
he can start to recast it before it goes down. So there's
Mhm.
no
Yeah,
there's
that's
no
true.
downtime.
It's made that way to protect parties, actually.
I mean, Heliport could also just go over and dispel it. But, she ain't gonna do that quite yet.
Right. Well, when he decides to stop being a little baby about things, and he comes out of his little baby crib, we can talk to him. But for now, you want to go get something to eat?
Yes. I did want to talk about plans, maybe, before we get out there. So, I didn't mention this before because I wasn't really sure if it would turn out. I wanted to wait and see how the other keys that we know the location of, how that would turn out. But when I spoke with Rindal, she did mention the possibility that we might be able to get Arian on our side, maybe. But that would be like a humongous risk because we would have to explain everything. And, he could just go tell the others what's going on. So, that's why I kind of didn't mention that immediately because it might not be a good idea. But
Don't
the
you?
rest of the keys we also kind of don't really have easy access to or really know where they are. So,
At this point, can Rain step out?
Yeah.
Rain steps out and the tiny hut dispels immediately. You see Hyacinth was in the tiny hut as well.
Traitor.
Wouldn't that be a good idea?
But look who decided to join us.
I heard
We had
you
a
were trying
grand
to last night.
we had a grand time and we got the key and it's safe.
I heard.
Or we'll give an unsure look to Helly, between Helly and Rain. Her uncomfortableness is on full display right now. She looks like a kid around their fighting parents.
Hallie expected more of a challenge from Rain and is honestly a little frustrated he is not yelling at her.
Rain is actually noticing this. Rain understands. Helly probably was wanting a fight, so he's trying to be as nice as possible. That's what he's going with right now.
And we didn't need you at all.
I never said
In
you
fact,
did need me. Congratulations. Good job on that. It took all of you to go get the one key, and Hyacinth even managed to get his own fragment as well. Good job, Hyacinth.
What?
wait, what?
Oh,
I was about to say, when I went for my walk last night, I ran into Aconite. He invited me to his private grove, and from there it wasn't too difficult to snatch the key without him noticing.
Where is it?
Felix.
Lulu has vaults, and they're in hell, and they're literally the most secure vaults you could possibly have. So I think you should give it here so I can put it in the vault.
You have the other fragment, though. So that's already one fragment in the vault.
Mm-hmm. And how many does Felix have?
Some
And
of
how
them?
many? And how many of our familiars have disappeared?
You can see that hurts, Rain. Rain, he was smiling, trying to be peaceful. That gets dropped, and the smile just fades, and he kind of goes into a resting bitch face.
Hallie smirks. She got him.
Kinda true, Rain. That may not be the safest place.
And yet the keys never disappeared with Harbor, now did they?
that is true as well.
I'm not stupid enough to have the. You were
I
saying
mean,
something about plans and food now?
yeah, it might be better if we keep them, separate anyways, just in case one of the places gets, like we still
Robbed or
have
something?
some. Yeah,
Right.
like not all the eggs in one basket.
So
Right,
the other
but
one's
we
good
should keep
and go
we should
to.
keep more of the eggs in the more secure basket, though, right?
How many people frequent the vaults?
I mean, it's Lulu's private vault, so it's just him. Right, Liam? Helly said what she said, whether or not that's true. So,
I mean, Lucifer and, like, his closest associates.
Mhm.
But it's very few, and they're all very trusted. Like, as trustworthy as a devil can be.
Now, that does bring me to another thing, though. If, say, you perish on this plane and get sent back, what would we do not having access to the vaults? It would be
if
pretty hard for us to go down to hell to get the keys, no?
and what if you fucking died? Then we can't reach Felix at all.
Yeah, you can.
At least I can come
Familiars
back.
are easy. Familiars are easy and
We
very
can't
accessible.
summon Felix though.
Felix would come find you. Any of the familiars would come find you. It might not even be Felix. It
Like
just might be
Harbor?
another group. Yeah.
He's coming to find you. Is that what we're going with?
Can we not do this right now?
Yeah, sure. Give me the key fragments and we can stop.
You're not getting key fragments. End of discussion. I don't care if even Hellebore asks for them.
All right, so we're gonna put the mission in jeopardy again for your sake, as usual. All right, let's go get some food.
Okay, let's go get some food.
That's not fair, Helly.
How is it not fair?
Hyacinth, it's fine.
The fragments
Honestly-
are at just as much risk with Rain as they are with you.
No, they're not. If I go back to hell, I can come back here. If he dies, we can't.
I think Helly wants a fight. Let's not give it to her.
But that really flusters Ellie. She doesn't know how to respond to that.
Fair enough. Shall we go
Now-
find something to eat?
Yes, a victory breakfast for the good work.
We did.
I would say I did pretty good work last
You-
night as well, actually.
You get to sit on the sidelines and happen to not fuck it up this time, breakfast.
I mean, I learned quite a bit of information actually last night.
Was about to ask, did you contact Serena?
Yes, Serena does want me to message her back again today.
What did she say?
Pretty much exactly what was expected, honestly.
What was expected?
There's only a little information that we are able to share over messages like that, so it is something that we do need to discuss in person to get the full scope of, but it's... Serena has a lot of information regarding what we've been facing.
What specifically did she say?
Why do you have to ask me those questions, Tori? I don't remember that.
I think the only thing she was able to specifically say that she had information about was Nyx.
There was something else as well.
She started to
was
say something that
beginning
said
to
the
say she was
but she
beginning to
couldn't.
say foxglove more than likely, and then
Yeah.
they cut out.
Of course, foxglove is two words: fa and oxglove.
No, fa and x-glove.
I do feel like if the fa was left in there, Rain would be able to figure out it's Foxglove, seeing as how Hyacinth was just talking about Foxglove earlier.
No, what you fail to realize is it was Yeah, I have information on Nightbloom and fucking Harbor, but you only heard the song.
See, that was the other potential. That's why we're not sharing that information, though.
I mean, part of it was on Nyx, and I managed to find out what the item is that's possessing Nyx. So,
Okay. It- did she? I guess she didn't mention anything specifically on how to like counteract that.
there's. Well, again, we only have so much time. We're very limited on what we can and cannot say, especially if people happen to be listening in. So it's best that stuff like that is probably not shared.
Ellie rolls her eyes and says, "Yeah, if anyone's listening in on us right now, we're already in big trouble."
Okay. Well, I guess you can just, follow up on that. I I find it concerning if she had that important of information. Why did she not just tell you that? I mean, whatever spell you learned, like, she should know, right? Like, why did
Oh,
she not
yeah.
just tell you?
She also knows the spell as well because she contacted me after I contacted her.
I can't imagine why someone would want to postpone talking to Rain. Ellie is being very pouty, like excessively so.
Rain is ignoring the comment, and he's just gonna flash it, like an overly bright smile at Helmore.
Oh, what did you want for breakfast?
Take whatever. It's just I do we want to like have a plan before we leave? I figured maybe we could do we want to talk to Ariane? Do we want to do that?
Do we really trust Rindal to tell us that Arian's good? What if she's trying to lure us into a trap?
I think right now, speaking to Ariane would probably be our best bet, considering that we are so close now.
I agree. If Rindal wanted to walk us into a trap, she could have done so forever ago.
Yeah,
I-
I don't think it was a trap.
Fine, but I'll be here to break you guys out of prison again.
Of course, of course.
It'll be greatly appreciated. But with Alwadin and Aconite and Kiana marked off last night, that puts us at, what, 4 left? If we manage to get Ariane on our side, 3?
And possibly, if Ariane's able to help us with the others.
Then I think we should assume that Ariane won't be able to help for now. But if he can, wonderful. But if he can't, that still leaves us with just 3 left. And we know...
We know two of them are not here, and we don't know where the last one is.
Mm-hmm. But we also know that we can get Tatum's as soon as he comes here.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, depending on how difficult it is to do that. Anyways, Rain, I actually was like really, really, really craving some mushroom omelets with tuna.
Right? Mushroom omelets with tuna? Alright, so Talon. Rain's
Mhm.
kind of been frequenting around a couple of the
taverns and their alcohol menus on ABS Island,
Mm-hmm.
surely he would know of some place that, at least would probably sell something like that. No?
Yeah,
Right?
I'd say, yeah.
All right. Rain's gonna try to lead the group then. Well, he's gonna, first of all, whatever tavern comes to mind, whatever shop or whatnot comes to mind that might sell that, he'll just call the name. I'm pretty sure this place might have that.
I think on the way there, Helly is gonna like sidle up to Hellebore and just kind of whisper and say, "Hey, stay strong. I'm gonna go do something. Okay, I'll be back. Enjoy your meal.
Wait, what are you
Don't
doing?
believe anything they tell. Oh, she leans in to whisper, eyeing Rain to make sure he doesn't hear. Say, I'm gonna go try to follow up about the Soul Forger. We can't let him know, right?
Life Forger, by the way.
Huh?
Life
Forger, yeah.
Okay, just be really, really careful. Let me know if something happens.
Okay, I will. Then I will wander away.
While Helly was eyeing Rain, Rain is just smiling.
Helly, you slink off away from the rest of the party. Where do you go?
Helly is going to do something bold and stupid. I'm gonna go into the main building where we saw Ivar.
Okay. You.
If I recall correctly, Alice said that Kiana has Ivor reading the Life Forger for what Alice thinks is a good cause. And Alice proposed that we just talk to Ivor about it, yeah?
That is what Alice said, yes.
Hallie's just gonna go to Ivor's door.
Okay. You walk through the publicly accessible halls, and find the corridor of guest rooms knocking on the door that you recognize to be Ivor's. There's a moment of quiet, and then then the handle twists, the door pushes open, and you see the same pale-skinned man that you had seen previously standing there. He looks at you, and you do notice the book hanging from his belt as he says, "How can I help you?"
Helly was like searching him for the book, and as soon as like it is noticeable when she spots it, I think. And she says, "That. Where'd you get it?"
The book? It is just a book.
No, it is not. Look. Helly like points to her horns and says, I am well acquainted with evil things. I can tell when there's an evil thing. And that is one. So why do you have it? And if you don't tell me, I'm going to tell the chiefs.
Well then, come inside.
If he but Helly will enter.
He closes the door behind you as he turns around. This book, The Life Forger. What do you know of it?
I know it's really evil. And, I mean, you've clearly been reading it. And so logic would follow.
You assume that I am evil because I have been reading this book. But that is not what I asked you. I asked you, what do you know of it?
Well, I know a lot, but I can't tell you because if you knew more about it, you might be able to use it, and that'd be bad.
I see. Well, that is unfortunate. To answer the questions that you posed me when you first laid eyes upon the book, I was attacked by a small group of half-alive creatures. They seemed weak and frail, and I managed to overpower most of them easily. The leader, much more alive than the rest, seemed crazed, insane, like she had lost her mind and her purpose. I managed to kill her before she could kill me, and upon her corpse I found this book, and I found the mark of the crest of Mortem. An amulet bearing the symbol of the death god. I have reason to suspect that she was, how you say, one of the cursed ones.
So you took the book and the amulet, I guess?
I mean, what you have left, a book seemingly this powerful out in the woods, where anyone could find it?
Yeah, fine. Okay, you take the book. That makes sense. But why read it? You see that she went insane. Unless you want to go insane.
I suspect that there is less for the book to grip when it comes to me than with most.
What? What makes you say that?
You are a devil?
She nods.
Can you not tell?
Ellie just like stares. Yeah, of course I can, but I want to hear you say it.
Roll deception for me.
Oh, I'm good at deception. That is a 22.
Ah, right. I have no soul. I have reason to believe these books must have a soul to corrupt.
Okay. Then why? What possible reason could you be reading it? Like, I get you think that you won't go insane, which, yeah, sure, I guess the soul thing makes sense. But why would you be reading it if you're not going to use it? And if you're going to use it, that's not good. This is an evil book with evil things.
Is it not good to want to be alive once more? When that right was stolen from me so long ago.
I mean, it is kind of, yeah, that's cheating death. That's part of the seventh circle. That's not good.
But I never truly died. I continue to walk the material in a state of half-life. Are you saying it would be more virtuous to commit suicide than to seek a way to get out of my undeath and live a natural lifespan?
I guess that, I mean, if you're trying to not be undead, yeah. Can this do that for you?
I do not know. So far, no. It seems to be capable of creating souls, but only that can be placed in unused vessels. Unfortunately, that does not seem to include vampires. But I
I
continue
don't
searching.
I don't think you'll find a cure for vampirism in that book. That would be, I mean, that would be a great thing to be looking for, but that book's not gonna have that.
This book has many things. I would like to at least check all of it. I do intend to destroy it if it is not of use to me, if that gives you any comfort.
It doesn't.
I
They
suppose
don't.
that wouldn't.
They don't stay gone for long.
No, I suppose they do not. What was it? The library of lay burned, and yet the book survived?
Did Kiana give you that?
The book?
Oh no, you've talked to him though about it.
I have. He is aware that I have it, and is keeping a uncomfortably close eye on me. The first sign of corruption, he intends to shove a stake through my heart. He stole my coffin. I do not even know where it is.
Can I insight check him?
Roll insight.
Just for in general over the course of this conversation. Okay. Oh, 14 total.
14 total.
I have a +0 to insight.
Okay. You look at him. You don't trust him. He's a vampire. He's carrying this book, this evil, evil thing. Everything about him screams untrustworthy. In spite of that, he has shown no signs of deception throughout this conversation.
You may have Kiana trusting you right now, but I don't.
Trust? No. Kiana does not trust me.
He must be if he's letting you keep the book at all.
I have useful connections that keep me alive. I made a deal with Kiana. Me keeping the book is part of that deal.
Only Kiana knows, though.
About the book or the deal?
The book and the deal, both.
I suspect Kiana may have told the thing that lives in his home.
But not the other chiefs.
No, but
Then how about another one? Another deal.
all right, I am listening.
I'm sure the other chiefs wouldn't like to hear that you're here with this, no matter if Kiana signs off on it. That's sure to cause an uproar. So, I won't tell them if you give me the book when you're done with it, when you're sure that it can't help you.
And how will I find you?
I'm sure you'll find a way. Come on.
And this is not some infernal contract, is it? One that will bind me to your service forevermore?
I would love for it to be, but no.
I suppose if this is just a handshake type deal, then I can agree to it.
If I find out you're using this book for anything other than curing vampirism, I'll squeal. I'll let everyone know.
Sounds like a deal. So, perhaps you should know. The woman I killed, she had another book on her. Not one powerful like the Life Forger, but a journal. She detailed research into the locations of other books like it. I believe she may have found one of them. I do not believe this book in particular will be helpful to my research, and I have already copied down many of the notes, so I will give you this. And he reaches beneath his cloak and pulls out what looks to be a leather-bound, handwritten journal. And holds it out to you.
I'll take it.
I do apologize, it is written in Elvish, and it is harder to read than most Elvish. And the further you get into the book, the harder it becomes. Kind of scrawlings of the madman by the time you get to the end.
All right. She'll hold the book closer, a little more. It didn't jump out and attack her when she touched it, so she is feeling a little safer with it. I guess I'll leave you to your studies, but before I go, you're a vampire. What do you know about the crest hunt? Do you know that's your deal with Kiana, right?
Mm-hmm.
The crest hunt hurt a lot of people I care about.
They tend to do that.
What do you know about them? How can I stop them?
The crest hunt. They have this plan. A series of rituals that will slowly break the rules of vampirism. They have succeeded, I believe, twice so far. Maybe thrice. These rituals are also meant to thin the barrier between the Shadowfell and the material. And I believe the final one intends to merge the two planes. Or make the performer of the ritual truly immortal. A living vampire. I do not know. It wasn't super clear.
That sounds like something you would be into.
Immortality is not my style.
Good. Keep it that way.
The rituals, they have a failsafe. If one fails, the Shadowfell and material should still be close enough for the final ritual. But even if more than one fail, if enough vampires are sacrificed and a long enough time is spent, the final ritual could theoretically be done without any of the previous. But at the cost that the less completed rituals, the more sacrifices need to be made, the more powerful the vampires. Effectively, one vampire lord for every failed ritual.
So, even if we stop them all, they could still win.
If they sacrifice the independents.
So, to really stop them, we have to stop the rituals and kill the independents.
And kills the independents, yes.
What's stopping them from just making more of those?
Competition? Not many vampires are loyal to the person who killed, maimed, and resurrected them.
Especially not to the point of being willing sacrifices.
Exactly. I do not believe even the independents that they have now would be willing sacrifices, save for maybe the Daughter of Death and the Blood Tavern.
And do they all know this? They all know that they could be sacrificed like this?
They all know. I believe many of them intend to claim the ritual for themselves. At the final moment, sacrifice the Princess of Death and become the immortal vampire themselves.
Yeah. Well, any of them that would be willing to do that is not someone that should be immortal.
No, exactly. The Daughter of Death, the Gambler's Luck, the Blood Tavern, and the Devil's Blade for certain would be willing to make that sacrifice. I believe the Burning Moon, the Hidden Fang, and the Undeath's Gift would be as well.
Wait. Can you write these down? I'm sorry.
These are only titles. They are not names. They won't be useful for identifying the independents.
Okay. I'm I'm new to this fight, so a lot of what I know is secondhand.
Right. You're not traveling with a white-furred, two-legged displacer-beast person, are you?
What if I am?
Then you are on the right side of this battle. They have encountered the Blood Tavern already. I do not know his name, not off the top of my head. He is the right hand of the Crestant. They have also encountered the Daughter of Death and the Gambler's Luck, though the Daughter of Death was a very brief encounter. And I believe they have encountered the Devil's Blade and the Burning Moon as well.
She gets around.
If I were to give a recommendation, the Death Repellent is one of the biggest threats there are. He would be willing to sacrifice anything to get what he wants.
You don't happen to know their names, do you?
I can tell you that the Burning Moon is named Dawn.
Fitting, I think, kinda.
And the Devil's Blade is named for the fact his name comes from that of a devil. Lucifer, I believe.
That's... I don't like that.
No, I would imagine not. That is one of your generals, right?
Mm-hmm. That's my uncle.
Your uncle? Impressive.
Yeah.
That would make you, what, some sort of princess?
Yeah.
A princess of hell. And you came to seek me?
Well, I came to seek the book. Let's get things real, Ivor, okay?
You know my name.
Well, I had to do some research on you.
Of course. That was not an accusation.
I'm Helly.
Princess Helly. It is a pleasure to be in your attendance.
Is that Ellie? I think like almost instinctively like bows a little bit, like does a little curtsy. Is that everything you have then?
Unfortunately, yes. I have the titles of the independence and the information about the rituals. I can write
Okay.
down the titles if you so wish, but that will not help you much.
It might help me more than you know. And while we're in a giving mood, I guess a retroactive deal uh, for your help against the crest hunt. If I happen to find a cure for vampirism, I'll let you know.
I appreciate that. I suspect that cure will not be found in the book that may lead to, but I do hope you manage to keep it out of the wrong hands.
Yes, obviously, of course.
She called that one the line forger. No, crafter. The line crafter.
Does that mean anything to me?
Yes, it does, and it sends a shiver down your spine. The line crafter, better known as Lay's magnum opus, a book capable of crafting ley lines, changing, altering, opening ley lines, basically changing the way that magic works. The last time it was used in recorded history was a long time ago in a place that's been forgotten. But the entire island became a permanent wild magic zone until the man wielding the book was slain and the book was used to reverse those effects before being cast into a volcano in Asunia, never to have been seen again, though of course you know that that is not a permanent solution to these things. Good luck, Princess Helly. I believe I have reading to get back to if we are done here.
Tabby, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
I was muted. It was mostly Helly being like like lost in thought about the line forger. Yeah. Thank you. And then she'll wander out to go find the others. Hopefully back at that restaurant they're still at.
They would still be there, but
Well, we don't know that. They might go on some other adventure.
That's
We'll
true, and we'll find out next week, because we are at our end time.
Sadness.
Thank you all for coming, both viewers and players. And I look forward to seeing you all next time.